Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes face off on Monday Night Raw ahead of Sami Zayn's big match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber this weekend. And Cody Rhodes has been asked if he'd be open to having a triple threat match on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania for the undisputed Universal Championship instead of facing Roman Reigns in a singles match. We've got all of those details. Plus, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. It's now confirmed for Elimination Chamber this coming weekend. BIANCA BELAIR has ensured that two people will not be participating in the Elimination Chamber match to determine her WrestleMania opponent. Has OTIS been recruited by Maximum Male Models? Seth Rollins, in his giant red boots, has spoken about facing possibly Logan Paul at WrestleMania. We've got the ratings for Friday's edition of SmackDown on Fox, and Karrion Kross opens up on his frustrations currently within WWE. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrest News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of World Wrestling Entertainment. And let's start off with Raw last night, Elimination Chamber this weekend, and WrestleMania on the horizon. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn came face to face in the ring on last night's edition of Monday Night Raw on the road to WrestleMania, with Elimination Chamber on Saturday in Montreal, seeing Sami Zayn have a huge match with Roman Reigns. He took a moment to call out a very certain somebody in a slight callback to Cody's final AEW promo in phrasing, quote, Zayn being certain to note he didn't know if he would get the chance to do this again, which again is what Cody said in his last AEW promo. He responded by joining Zayn inside the squared circle. In the ensuing exchange of words, Cody Rhodes managed to give Sami Zayn an epic pep talk ahead of his match with Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, with Sami questioning whether or not Cody really believed Sami could best Reigns. Cody affirmed that he did, but he wondered if Sami actually believed he could do it. With a thunderous Brooklyn crowd behind Zayn, the emotion between the two babyfaces was captivating, ending with a note that he didn't want to see Zayn on Raw next Monday. He would rather see him at WrestleMania. The crowd in Brooklyn was wild for the pairing, certainly with Sami Zayn saying he believes he can beat Roman Reigns. He believes he can main event WrestleMania because he has to believe, because if he doesn't believe, then who will believe but himself? But as to whether he will actually beat Roman Reigns this coming weekend, he said he doesn't know. Cody Rhodes says when it came to him returning to WWE, Michael Cole said after he won the Men's Royal Rumble match, finish the story, and Saturday you have to finish yours. It was a truly captivating promo and certainly whetted the appetite for some to see Sami Zayn not just face Roman Reigns this coming Saturday at Elimination Chamber, but also be involved in the main event match at WrestleMania for the undisputed Universal Championship. Of course, with WrestleMania 39 now 2 months away, the card has begun to slowly start taking shape. By proxy of winning the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match, Cody Rhodes is set to face off against the undisputed WWE Universal Champion in the main event of the show of shows. Of course, the current champion, Roman Reigns, is set to defend his championship against Sami Zayn in the challenger's hometown of Montreal this weekend. With the recent explosion in the popularity of Zayn, many fans are hoping to see WWE possibly add Sami Zayn to the title match at WrestleMania. Now, Cody Rhodes did a big appearance on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, where he was asked if he had a preference between a singles match or a triple threat match at the show, and certainly his response was very interesting. We've got the clip here. Let me know what you think.
Don't make it about A or B or B or A or one or two. Don't enjoy it all, right? And that's really been kind of the challenge. Like, I can't begrudge a dude getting super hot. And Drew was, again, you were so on this Drew train at one point. Yeah, you did this interview right before, and it got me hyped up. And then he's overseas, you know, near where he grew up. I mean, I have no preference in terms of the direction it goes. I really look forward to the moments when I'm in there, if they happen with Sami, whether that's just on the road to WrestleMania, because I think it's different than people think. I think he's doing amazing. And I feel like I've been able to really do some great stuff too. So bring it all together. I'm not.
Okay.
Hey, who knows? Who knows what happens in Montreal? Who knows what happens in WrestleMania? One of the reasons I keep the serene and the peace and the calm, because I don't know what's going to, I'm not the executive vice president. I still think, like some people think, I've got that EVP stroke. I barely.
Cody Rhodes, interesting words there, certainly. He says he has no preference, but do you have any preference? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's move on and talk about Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley 3. That's going to be taking place this weekend at Elimination Chamber. Get ready for big meaty men slapping meat this Saturday, as literally a huge match has been made official for Elimination Chamber. After teasing the showdown last week, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar came face to face as they were set for a contract signing segment on Raw last night. With Adam Pearce in the ring, alongside Brock patiently awaiting Lashley, he arrived, however, not entirely. With copious security guards accompanying him, Lashley appeared at another table nearer the entrance where he took his time responding to Brock's challenge. When Lesnar grew impatient and started attacking security guards in an effort to get to Lashley, Lashley returns aggression by exchanging blows before eventually signing the contract. On last night's Raw, as I mentioned, it was made official that we are going to be getting the match this coming weekend. It'll be, of course, the third time they have faced off. The first time was at the Royal Rumble last year, where Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship after Paul Heyman turned on him. Of course, Brock Lesnar did get the victory back, or the title back, when he won it at Elimination Chamber. Then, of course, Bobby Lashley also lost to Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel when they met last year, and this will be one-on-one. Who is actually going to get the final victory in the trilogy? We're going to find out this coming weekend at Elimination Chamber. It does open up the possibility as to what are they going to do at WrestleMania as well this year. We don't really know for either, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Bianca Belair ensured that two people would not be participating at Elimination Chamber this coming weekend. The upcoming Women's Elimination Chamber match was set heading into this week's edition of Raw. However, Becky Lynch and Bayley were given one last shot to qualify for the match on Monday night, as WWE official Adam Pearce booked a triple threat match featuring Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and the two former horsewomen. As per stipulation, Lynch or Bayley would have earned a spot in the chamber match had they prevailed in the three-way bout. Instead, Belair took out both Lynch and Bayley in dominating fashion, hitting the man with the KOD onto Bayley for the pinfall victory. As a result, neither Lynch nor Bayley qualified for Saturday's premium live event in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Towards the closing stages of the bout, the other competitors in the chamber match, Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Cross, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Natalya, and Carmella, brawled with Damage Control's Io Sky around the ringside area, allowing Belair to focus on her two opponents. There was also a cool spot that saw Belair throwing Sky into the group of women on the outside, taking them all out with her mighty power. Eventually, Belair prevailed and celebrated with her title as Raw went off the air. There is growing uncertainty over WWE's creative plans for Lynch and Bayley en route to WrestleMania 39, where Lynch was originally rumored to be wrestling Ronda Rousey. However, Rousey returned to WWE television this past Friday on SmackDown and seemingly set her sights on dominating the women's tag team division alongside her real-life friend Shayna Baszler. As such, it remains to be seen if Rousey and Baszler challenge Damage Control for the women's tag team championships at the Showcase of the Immortals. As of this recording, 3 matches are confirmed for WrestleMania 39, Roman Reigns or Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Bianca Belair versus the winner of said Elimination Chamber match this Saturday for the Raw Women's Championship. As to what Bayley and Becky Lynch could be doing, we still don't know. Has Maximum Male Models seen a new member be added to the faction? Well, Chad Gable is certainly in danger of losing his kinship with his number one guy, Otis. On last night's edition of Raw in Brooklyn, New York, Maximum Male Models tried to recruit Otis to their faction, with Maxine Dupree making it clear she's an admirer of Otis's unconventional body. The segment began with Gable lecturing Otis on the harmful effects of eating a hot dog, pointing out the nitrates and toxins in the popular snack. Gable then threw away the hot dog, which struck Mansoor in the face just as the Maximum Male Models walked around in the backstage area. Even as an irate Mansoor sounded off on Gable ruining his face with mustard, Dupree interrupted and attempted to recruit Otis. Quote, "We're looking for the face and the physique of our new campaign," Dupree informed Otis. "Have you ever considered doing any modeling?" At this point, Gable chimed in and spoke about his own modeling experiences, only to be cut off by Dupree. "Actually, I was talking to Otis," Maxine responded, as she pronounces Otis's name as OTIS. The segment ended with Otis staring down the MMM card. Dupree has been scouting Otis as a potential member for several weeks, with a backstage segment on February 6 also hinting at Maximum Male Models getting a new member. On that night, Otis accidentally threw his sweaty towel in the face of Mansoor, but Dupree had her eyes locked on Otis, referring to the possible recruitment member as perfect for the future of her modeling agency. As to whether or not Otis will join the faction, we don't know yet, but certainly the seeds have been planted. Seth Rollins was trending on social media after Raw last night, and you can see in the picture why. Certainly, Seth Rollins turned up the volume with his outrageous fashion sense on this week's edition of Raw, wearing a pair of large red boots that drew comparisons to footwear worn by animated characters such as Dora the Explorer and Astro Boy. According to fans on social media, Rollins was sporting mischief big red boots, a pair of shoes that went viral on social media after they were announced for a February 16 release earlier this month. The shoes are said to carry a hefty price tag of $350. The flamboyant wrestler stepped out wearing the oversized shoes during a Miz TV segment, catching the A-lister off guard with his fashion choice. On commentary, Corey Graves mentioned how Rollins was sporting the big red boots that have set social media on fire all week, and that they have never looked as good as they do on the feet of Rollins. "What are those?" The Miz emphatically asked Rollins at the start of the interview. "It's called style, Miz," Rollins responded. "I know you wouldn't know a damn thing about it." Now, the focus would quickly shift from the shoes to Logan Paul, Rollins' rumoured opponent at WrestleMania 39, as Rollins called out the YouTuber turned wrestler for being a clout chaser and a person who does not truly love the pro wrestling business. As Rollins vowed to kick Paul's teeth in, The Miz accused him of being jealous of Paul's crossover appeal and fame. At this point, tensions rose as Rollins attacked Miz. Austin Theory then joined in the action, but Rollins fought off both the United States champion and Miz. Rollins then stomped The Miz with his oversized boots, drawing a loud cheer from the sold-out Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The segment ended with Theory nailing Rollins with an A-Town down and posing with his United States Championship. Rollins and 4 other men will challenge Theory for his title this Saturday inside the Elimination Chamber structure. But certainly those boots, let me know your thoughts about them in the comment section below. We got the ratings for this Friday's edition of SmackDown, and SmackDown goes from strength to strength in terms of viewership, certainly as well. Kind of the opposite to what they're seeing when it comes to Rampage on Friday, AEW show that airs on the same night in a different time slot. SmackDown was watched by an average of 2.468 million viewers overall, which is up 4% from the week prior. The key demographic also saw a boost as the program was watched by an average of 839,000 viewers aged 18 to 49, totaling a 0.64 18 to 49 rating. That's up 6% from the previous Friday. Looking back at 2022, SmackDown is up in numbers. Last Friday's episode of SmackDown is up 10% from the February 11th edition of SmackDown in 2022, which was watched by 2.231 million average viewers overall. The key demographic is up by 22%. Massively, absolutely massively. Of course, SmackDown was highlighted by the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match featuring the Usos defending their gold against Braun Strowman and Ricochet. The match helped perpetuate the Bloodline storyline as Jey Uso showed up just in the nick of time to help his brother Jimmy Uso retain the titles despite their tension. Jey made it clear to his brother that he doesn't know where his allegiances lie, and it in turn created some miscommunication between Jimmy and Paul Heyman, with Heyman telling the Usos not to come to television or Elimination Chamber next week, despite reports indicating that they aren't actually allowed to enter Canada, so they still could appear on SmackDown on Friday or at Elimination Chamber on Saturday too. Finally, Karrion Kross has opened up on some of his recent frustrations within WWE. Karrion Kross, of course, was one of many wrestlers released by WWE over the last few years to return with a renewed focus under Paul Triple H Levesque's new creative regime, with his wife Scarlett also returning. No longer bound by his repackaging under Vince McMahon, Kross is ready to prove himself, and he has said as much in a recent interview with Josh Martinez of New York's Z100 radio station. Martinez says it was recorded the week of the Royal Rumble. Just for context, Kross was unusually candid by the standards of a current WWE performer. Quote, "This is probably unhealthy and I shouldn't say it, but I'm just going to say it. I actually get really pissed because it's not enough. It's not enough. I haven't reached my full potential yet and people haven't seen my best work yet. I know what I can do, and at this level, you need to be afforded certain types of opportunities, which is difficult with a big roster and only 2 hours of the program. And I know that once I am afforded that particular slot, because I've been afforded a lot, let's not get it twisted, once I'm afforded that particularly shot to demonstrate what I can really do, what I've done where people on a major scale haven't seen it, people are going to be blown away. And I'm going to fight for that every single week to get closer and closer to that shot. And I'm being straight with you, I'm being very real." Now, what does getting those opportunities look like to Cross? He said, quote, "I think you're going to be able to expect compelling storytelling," he told Martinez. "If I am granted and allotted the time to romance the audience and Shakespeare them into what is that I am very good at doing, which is laying down the foundations of eliciting an emotional response to get people interested in what we're doing, you're going to see some great storytelling. And one of my jobs that I've kind of given to myself is to help fans see different layers of people that maybe they haven't before that I'm going to be working with. I like putting people in different situations and circumstances that perhaps they hadn't been in prior to working with me. So that's what they're going to get." Since returning to WWE in August, Cross's main feuds have been with Drew McIntyre and Rey Mysterio. He traded victories with McIntyre in their major matches, winning a strap match at Extreme Rules in October and dropping the feud-ending cage match a month later at Crown Jewel. His last televised victory was on the January 6th episode of SmackDown, where, as part of a side feud he and Scarlett were engaged with Madcap Moss and Emma, they won a mixed tag team match. So Cross certainly frustrated with his position currently in WWE, but not complaining, I guess too much. Let me know your thoughts on his comments in the comment section below. But there you go, guys. Latest WWE news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster by clicking that join button. You get your badges, your emojis, your members priority chat, and exclusive access to upcoming members exclusive shows that are going to be live streams and pre-recorded videos. They're going to be historic match watch-alongs, historic show watch-alongs. They're going to be interviews, debate shows, you name it. You'll get it if you're part of the WN365 roster. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.